If you're a laser owner and you haven't even thought about getting your Christmas cards yet, this project is for you. Today, as part of the 12 Days of Christmas series, we are making laser cut Christmas cards. Forget the endless searching for the perfect Christmas card, the hand cramping from filling out dozens of cards, and put your laser to work. It's as simple as engraving your design on the front, flipping it over, putting a message on the back, adding some color to it, and popping it in the mail. So if you're ready to see how quickly and easily this comes together, let's get started. For this project, you're going to need your material of choice, either wood, acrylic, or cardstock, supplies for your paint fill method of choice, and some optional items are a clear top coat and some leftover packing paper from, your latest Amazon shipment. Today, I'm just using paint pens, but here's the honest truth. You don't even have to paint these depending on your design. You could totally just score some really intricate design and send it on its way. You could also get the kids involved. This would be a really fun project for them to do. Or you could send a little marker or a little paint kit with the card, and it could be a stress reliever for the recipient. Now, you could have your laser do 100% of the work by using the powder coat paint fill method. So you guys have seen me do that in a couple of my videos. And if you haven't seen that, you can check out the video where I tested 6 different paint methods. But that would literally have your laser doing everything. And all you would have to do is monitor it, put some powder coating in it, pull it off the laser, and send it on its way. Today, I'm going to be making cards out of both wood and cardstock. Now, if you plan to use wood, I do recommend sealing it with a top coat before you put any paint on it, especially if you're using paint pens. The paint pens can kind of get caught up in the wood fibers and cause a splatter effect on your card. So you really want a smooth surface before you start painting. Now, to get that smooth surface after you've done the top coat, you just want to take some old packing paper from like a recent shipment that you received, and you just want to buff the top coat. That's going to get rid of any wood fibers that are sticking up and create that nice, smooth, even surface that you want for painting. All right, y'all, things have been a little nutso around here lately, so I am going to just grab my paint pens and get to coloring. So I'm just going to start with the black, and I'm going to color in little strings that the ornaments hang from. And then the little bulb at the top is also going to be black. Now you can paint it whatever color you want. This is just how I'm doing it. I find coloring to be really cathartic. It just, kind of lets me clear my brain and do a total reset. Does anybody else feel the same way? Now, it totally does not matter if you stay within the lines. I mean, obviously you don't want it to look messy, but that is part of the charm of it being handmade. All right, I'm just going to color in the letters while we're waiting on everything else to dry. And because I'm a lefty, we are going to start on the right so I don't drag my hand through it. The left-hander's struggle is real, y'all. So I recently got into watercolor painting, and I've been looking for a way to kind of bring that into the shop a little bit. And so I feel like this is a great way to do it, just with a simple design that you can use, kind of what's in your mind, and then create something digitally and then print it out on the laser or the CNC. I think it's just a great way to combine skill sets. You know what I mean? All right, first one is done. It turned out so cute. So let's move on to the wreath next. Now that I'm sitting here coloring, I'm thinking these would be great additions to your holiday lineup, especially if you do holiday markets. You can position these as DIY paint kits and sell them with a little paint or marker kit and offer them as a bundle for like a set of 3 or 5, just something to think about. And just like that, the wreath is done. Now let's move on to the ugly sweater. Y'all, I love me a good tacky sweater. So for this one, I had some white plywood on hand, so I just went ahead and cut it out of that. And then on the back, I engraved it with this little poem. It's loud, it's bright, it's glittery, a festive holiday mess, but Christmas isn't Christmas without questionable fashion, I guess. So somebody is gonna get this in the mail this week, and I am super pumped about it. Let's get to coloring. And there is the finished sweater. That is so tacky, but so cute. All right, y'all, I think these turned out so cute. They're such a fun and festive way to give a Christmas card, and it's something a little unexpected because, obviously it's a material that not everybody is using. So I think that is a wrap for this one. I hope I gave you some inspiration. If I did, make sure you hit that like button, poke that subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow for our next project.